All right, so the 96% owned Jewish or so-called Jewish media got Nick Cannon to apologize. He just recently released a statement on his Instagram. So I'll read it to you guys, give you guys my thoughts after. So he says, first and foremost, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. They reinforce the worst stereotypes of proud and magnificent people, and I feel ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words came from. The video of this interview has since been removed. While the Jewish experience encompasses more than 5,000 years, and there is so much I have to learn, I have had at least a minor history lesson over the past few days. And to say that is an eye opening would be a vast understatement. I want to express my gratitude to the rabbis, community leaders, and institutions who reached out to me to help enlighten me. Instead of chastising me, I want to assure my Jewish friends, new and old, that this is only the beginning of my education. I am committed to deeper connections, more profound learning, and strengthening the bond between our cultures today, every day going forward. So, like I said, the 96% owned Jewish media got to Nick Cannon. They just they broke him. They broke him. You know, not only did they break him, they made sure that he they basically turned Nick Cannon into the original Nick Cannon before he got quote unquote woke. They unwoked him. They deprogrammed him. They made him the pre Nick Cannon woke Nick Cannon, and that's pretty powerful. These pale Jews are powerful. They own 90%, 96% of the media is owned by pale Jews, and they got to Nick Cannon. That's the power of white supremacy. Yes, and I've said this many a times. The so-called Jews, they don't consider themselves white, but they are white. Look on their driver's license. That's all you got to say. They're classified as white. You know what I'm saying? But the funny thing about it, it's not really funny, but the ironic thing about this is that you had recently protests of Breonna Taylor's execution by these race soldiers, right? And you had a bunch of celebrities out there protesting, and they all got arrested, right? And the race soldiers who executed Breonna Taylor are scot free, right? And countless others of injustices that are happening in the wilderness of North America and around the world, where, you know, black society has not gotten justice, continue to be mistreated, continue to be disenfranchised, continue to be executed and slaughtered on a daily basis because we're considered three-fifths of a person by the eyes of the dominant white society. Um, and it's still happening, right? But yet, when, Nick Cannon says what he said, and I agree with what he said 1,000%. I've already played a video. Watch my first video if you guys haven't seen it, or you can look up what he said on his original video with Professor Griff. I agree with that 1,000%, and it's backed up by empirical data because that is inept. They are genetically predisposed to being savages. The dominant white society. Those are facts, right? But you have people who own and control. Again, 90%, 96% of the media is owned and controlled by pale Jews, and the CEO of Viacom is Robert Backish. Backish is a quote unquote Jewish name. So, they all got together and forced Nick Cannon to apologize. So much so they emasculated him and turned him into pre Nick Cannon woke. That's the power of the so-called Jewish controlled media. That's the power. Um, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised by it. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Nick Cannon. I don't agree with him apologizing. He should have never apologized. He should have never apologized. He should have accepted Puffy's extension to join um, Revolt TV and broadcast his television shows or start a new television show. You know, I think my theory is this. Of course, like I said, they forced Nick Cannon to apologize. Also, they made sure that if he doesn't apologize, it would take all his rights away, his ownerships to his television shows, like Wild and Out, right, um, and stuff like that on Viacom. They would make sure that if he doesn't apologize, he would not have ownership of those shows, and he would not be able to take him to other networks like Revolt TV. That's what I think what would happen. That's what I think would happen. And it's pretty sad that they again, it's disappointing that he didn't accept Puffy's olive branch to join Revolt TV to basically start from scratch, because I'm pretty sure he will be able to take Wild and Out and his other ventures and stuff like that to Revolt TV. He'll have to start from scratch. Nick Cannon didn't want to do that, um, and unfortunately, he got emasculated. So another victory for pale Jews in the dominant white society. They can show you they continue to show you they own all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war. Right? So, like I said, man, I'm disappointed. Uh, Going forward, you know, will we see Nick Cannon is going to be a completely different person going forward. Completely different. You're not going to see the woke Nick Cannon to say those exact things. Now he's probably still going to wear his turban and kind of look militant, but he'll be more subdued, way more subdued, uh, way more passive aggressive, and just politically correct about what he says going forward. It's pretty sad, you know, how you have people on networks right now, suspected of being accused of rape and saying vile things, saying things to hurt black society, like Tucker Carlson, who's still on air, spewing his rhetoric, right? His anti-black rhetoric, his white supremacist views on network television. He still has a job, you know, and so many others who who say their rhetoric on their platforms and they still have a job. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, family. Those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. Do you agree with Nick Cannon apologizing? Let me know down below in the comment section, family. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at GMOG Fitness. Till next time, signing out. Peace.